Hi there, my name's Ray, and welcome to my channel. Um, yeah, you could do that whole subscribe to the notification bell thing whenever you're ready. There's just some things that I want to talk about regarding this whole corona, quarantine, staying at home, 14 days, yada, yada, yada. A lot of what I'm about to say is easier said than done, but I have faith in humanity, especially now when it's hard too. All right, so like my first point is just like staying home. A lot of people are stuck in their house right now with their kids, and it's very hard to do, but I think one of the easiest things you can do is just keep your temper, under control, because it's hard to have patience when you're literally surrounded by people you're not used to being surrounded by, so just keeping your calm is like a number one essential. And it's okay to go outside too. Corona's not like swarming the earth, kind of. It's people that catch it from people, so going outside, going for a walk, taking your kids for a walk, all the parks are still open, so that's probably a number one. My number two thing is just sharing fear. I know there's a lot of uncertainty going on right now, just with people and not knowing jobs, whether places are going to be open again, people are losing money. I think fear is contagious, confusion is contagious. So just do your best to not pass that, even though you are uncertain. Just try your best not to kind of share that. And there's so much power in not knowing what to do, But we've all built our lives around systems, systems that are constantly telling us what to do, when to do it, when to wake up, So now that these things are kind of put at a standstill, that's okay. That's okay. Now's the time to get in touch with yourself, get in touch with the things that you haven't had time to acknowledge because these systems were distracting you from that, from yourself, from your kids. This is an essential time to have honest conversations with people you haven't had a chance to talk to in years. you know the doors to these conversations can be open now because we have so much time to spend with one another. And it doesn't look like it because this whole virus thing, but no, like now is the time to really just get closer to each other. And besides, what else are you doing, right? Another thing I've noticed while going grocery shopping or just going to buy stuff that, you may need for your house, there's a lot of desperation, and we see, what's the word I'm looking for? Is influx the right word? You see periods throughout the year where shopping is like heightened, like Black Friday during the holidays, 4th of July, We get these times where there's like mass rushes of people to just buy things that they don't need, and that is a no-no. Do not get desperate and purchase a whole bunch of things that you don't need, because that's going to waste a lot of money. And it's probably too late to say that because I can see how it's happened, but, just kind of hold your wits. Nothing in your household has changed, so kind of just do your best to keep on that steady, calm path, because when you get desperate, people do desperate things, and that can also be a chain reaction. Yeah, and your neighbors. This is a good chance to like get closer to your neighbors too, because in those moments of desperation, purchasing, the whole toilet paper thing, everybody's buying things that they don't need, and your neighbors can have things that you need. you know? So like, say if you need sugar or something, this sounds so cliche, but like a cup of sugar or like a cup of flour, like use your neighbors. Don't run to the store and just, you know, waste your money on shit that you could just go next door for free. And you might have something that your neighbors need, you know? So this is a good time to just, you know, blend. Um, yeah, and if there is opportunities to go to the grocery store, try going together. You know, try grouping up and going out together. So you don't get into that whole panic mode of just buying shit. Because I've even fallen into that trap, even though it's just me and my cat here. You know, so. But, yeah. A lot of the energy that's being shared right now is coming through the media. The media, Fox News, CNN. If you're online, you're seeing it. So just be mindful of that. It's okay to kind of take stock of the information, but don't let it consume you because, like I said, that's contagious. Just be mindful of the things that you're kind of indulging in, you know. Don't indulge in fear. Another thing, being that everyone is home right now, I think the use of Wi-Fi, internet, cell phones, a lot of that is being increased because we have nothing else to do, you know. I'm saying that, but I'm on YouTube, right? It's okay to turn off your cell phone. It's okay to designate certain periods of time throughout the day to use the internet and to use your cell phone. It's okay to turn it off because that constant connection to the internet does take a toll on the human body, you know, and being the fact that kids aren't in school anymore and no one's really leaving their house anymore, that seems like the only thing to do. It is not. Do not use the internet more. That can take a toll on your mental. And I'm just speaking from experience. A lot of these cell towers too, if you live close to cell towers, the fact that everyone's in their homes using the internet, it's putting out more, I don't want to say radiation, but it's putting out more of that energy that you don't need, you know, coming from cell towers, that electronic kind of devices. You don't really need to consume that constantly. And yeah, ironically though, this is like the time that we've all been waiting for in our lives, you know, because I can remember as a child just wanting my parents to stay home with me all day, wanting to stay home all day. You know, why do we got to do this stuff, like go to school and do all the stuff that we hate? Now we have the chance to stay home and relax and be with each other, and it's like nobody really wants to do it, but it's because of the pretenses that are around it, you know. We think we're staying home because of like a mass pandemic. Meanwhile, it might not be the truth. Yes, people are getting sick, but I mean, people have been getting sick for centuries as far as I'm concerned, and we've been here, you know. So, I think this is just a time to help create and build the communities that we've always wanted to live in. And that shouldn't take fear to do that. It shouldn't take desperation and confusion, even though that's what helps change. That's what helps initiate change. It's okay. It's okay to go outside and talk to one another. But yeah. So, like I said, a lot of this is easier said than done, but it is very possible. And I'm gonna make some more videos just to kind of, you know, help loosen up the vibe. Like, it's way too tense out here, man. Unnecessarily. Last point, and it's about this whole employment, I guess, $1 billion, whatever they're trying to do to give people money. just be careful with that. That's all I have to say. Desperation is a no-no right now. It's a no-no. It's a very big no-no. So, yeah, just take this time to get in touch with yourself. If there's things that you've pushed to the side about yourself or about other people, now is the time to just reconnect with yourselves, reconnect with each other. Very important. But yeah, all right then, have a good day. Kudos.